What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com.
Here are my DFS picks for NFL Week 13 Sleeper Picks.
These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button
And hit that bell icon
so you don't miss our new videos.
In this video, I'm going to give you some of my top DFS Sleeper Picks for NFL Week 13
Super low priced and low ownership players that could crush value this week and give your lineup an advantage over the field. These are risky plays, meant for large tournaments only. Don't go all in on any of these guys. They are high risk, high reward picks. And if you stay to the very end after all my picks and after I show you the Draft Dashboard tools, I'll give you my super secret sleeper pick that no one's talking about.
Okay, let's take a look at the quarterback position. My Week 13 quarterback sleeper pick is Ryan Tannehill from the Tennessee Titans playing the Indianapolis Colts, who have the 10th best defense overall and they're middle of the pack defending opposing quarterbacks. Ryan Tannehill has averaged 18.4 fantasy points per game on the season, but take a look at his last 3 games: 33, 20, and 28 fantasy points. He got 7 rush attempts last game, averaging 3.7 rush attempts per game on the season. He's only going to be about 1% owned. Projected at 17 fantasy points here in Week 13. He's $5,700 DraftKings salary and $1,600 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 43 points scored in this game, and they have the Titans trailing by 1. So we've seen the 30-plus point upside from Ryan Tannehill. At 1% ownership, he could be the smash play at quarterback if he can do that again this week. So I like Ryan Tannehill here versus the Indianapolis Colts.
Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $100 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won, and then we'll send you $100 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you.
Okay, who do we have at the running back position? My Week 13 running back sleeper pick is Benny Snell Jr. from the Pittsburgh Steelers playing the Cleveland Browns, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, and they're middle-of-the-pack defending opposing running backs. Benny Snell Jr., he got 21 rush attempts last game, scored 11 fantasy points, he had 1 pass target. He's only going to be about 2% owned. Projected at 9.6 fantasy points here in Week 13. He's $4,700 DraftKings salary and $1,400 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 39 points scored in this game, and they have the Pittsburgh Steelers trailing by 2.5. So this is a close game, a competitive game, a home game. We'll see if Benny Snell Jr. can get that 20-plus touch volume again this week. So I like Benny Snell Jr. here versus the Cleveland Browns. Okay guys, if you're getting any value from this video, please hit that red subscribe button. We put out new fantasy football videos every day. So if you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell notification, you won't miss out on any of our new fantasy football videos. Tons of free stuff coming your way. It only takes a second, and it helps us push out more fantasy football content for you guys to consume each and every day. It's because of you subscribers that make this possible. So thank you for supporting this channel. Okay, let's take a look at the wide receiver position. My Week 13 wide receiver sleeper pick is Terry McLaurin from the Washington Redskins playing the Carolina Panthers, who have the 9th worst defense overall, and they give up the 12th most fantasy points to opposing wide receivers. Terry McLaurin has averaged 14 fantasy points per game on the season, getting an average of 6.8 pass targets per game. He scored 12 fantasy points last week off of 12 pass targets. He's only going to be about 2% owned, on the field for 95% of the snaps, projected at 11.8 fantasy points here in week 13. He's 5,600 DraftKings salary and 200 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 39.5 points scored in this game, and they have the Washington Redskins trailing by 10. So they should be behind in this game. Should be a passing game script. Terry McLaurin should get a ton of targets. He's one of my favorite sleeper picks this week, so I like Terry McLaurin here versus the Carolina Panthers.
Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all the tools for NFL, and you can try the tools for NBA. This is a great time to get in and try everything for 1 month. The tools are all about saving research time. You can see the last 3 games, the fantasy points per game, the targets they got per game, so you can see how involved they are in the offense, the rushes they got per game. Seeing all this stuff on one screen helps you save time and make better picks. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups.
Okay, moving on to the tight end position. I like Ryan Griffin from the New York Jets playing the Cincinnati Bengals, who have the 5th worst defense overall, and they give up the 13th most fantasy points to opposing tight ends. Ryan Griffin has averaged 8.3 fantasy points per game on the season. He scored 10 and 25 fantasy points in the last 2 games off of 3 and 5 pass targets. He's only going to be about 2% owned on the field for 88% of the snaps, projected at 8.5 fantasy points here in week 13. He's 4,300 DraftKings salary and 1,300 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 42 points scored in this game, and they have the Jets favored by 3. So this is a nice matchup, and we've seen the big upside, so I like Ryan Griffin here versus the Cincinnati Bengals.
If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. You've unlocked the bonus content.
Okay, my super secret sleeper pick for NFL Week 13 is A.J. Brown from the Tennessee Titans playing the Indianapolis Colts, who have a good defense overall, but they give up the 13th most fantasy points to opposing wide receivers. A.J. Brown has averaged 8.9 fantasy points per game on the season, getting an average of 4.6 pass targets per game. He scored 22 fantasy points last week off of 5 pass targets. He's only going to be about 2% owned on the field for 59% of the snaps, projected at 8.9 fantasy points here in week 13. He's 53 FanDuel salary and the same price on DraftKings. Vegas thinks there's going to be 43 points scored in this game, and they have the Titans trailing by 1. So I like A.J. Brown here versus the Indianapolis Colts.
Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smiggity smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NFL slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again and good luck. Do you want more fantasy football picks? Check out the video linked right in the middle of the screen. If you got any value from this video, please tap that subscribe button before you get out of here and ring that bell notification so you won't miss our daily fantasy football uploads. We're putting out new videos every day, so I don't want you guys to miss any of our free content.